it's not as bad as it sounds. I'll just go last. You guys go first.
Oh,
I'll go last. Let me make it. No, stop.
you
Don't get
forgot
mad.
the Mount.
Don't get mad, Matt.
I'm not mad, Kyle. I'm just disappointed.
It's easier if you're not mad.
I'm kidding, Kyle.
Lots of pressure.
I got a fun fact, though. So
Okay, at least you have a fun fact.
it's a different take on a fun fact.
Word.
Thank you, Dylan. Are we starting right now? Or am I
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
I just drone on about absolutely nobody. Okay. Cool.
All right, Kyle.
Nice.
So 35. Hit us with that fun fact.
This is an interesting fun fact. It's not like a statistical one. It's just something I saw on Reddit. Dennis Rodman used to study the amount of spins of a basketball while it was in the air on a shot to make him a better rebounder. But that make me realize, how does it actually make you a better rebounder? Does spin affect like the bounce off the rim?
I would assume so.
Yeah, I think it's the rotation when it hits the rim.
That's interesting because I know like
Which
at least
way
when
it'll go.
I would watch shots and see like, okay, is it gonna hit front rim, is it gonna hit back rim, stuff like that, to
Mhm.
try to engage it. But hearing the spin of it actually can gauge your shot is pretty interesting to me.
Yeah, because I feel like it spins to the left, so it'll go that way. That kind of
Right.
probably why he was such a good rebounder.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yes. All right. So for our Pacers Mount Rushmore, Dylan, do you want to start us off?
Sure. So locked in, I feel like the best pacer of all time, obviously Reggie Miller.
Yep.
I got him on my list. I also put Paul George on my list. He didn't have as many accolades as a lot of the other guys, but it's like recency bias, I guess you could say. Plus, he kind of like he was putting the Pacers on the map a little bit when they had some tough years, and then he had that series against LeBron and the Heat. I think they went to Game 7. That was like unreal, and it kind of like it brought a little bit more attention to the Pacers. My third, I chose Mel Daniels. I'd never heard of the dude before I looked him up. But 18.4 points per game, 14.9 rebounds per game, and 2 assists per game, 7 All-Stars, 5 All-ABAs. Just a ton of accolades. And then my last player was George McGinnis. Again, a guy I've never heard of, but the stats were like 20 points per game, 11 rebounds per game, 4 assists, 6 All-Star appearances, 2 All-NBA, and then a 3 All-ABA. So
Respectable. All right, for me, I basically did his first two, same as you, Reggie Miller and Paul George.
mm-hmm.
I feel like those two for me were locked in. Then the last two, I went for a third. I went Jermaine O'Neal.
I was thinking about that one.
Yeah, 6-time All-Star. What did he average? Played 8 seasons, averaged 18 points, 9 rebounds. Pretty solid. The last one, probably can be very heavily debated. I just kind of put him in there for just one specific moment. I did Ron Artest.
You got a couple of miles in the palace, guys.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Big one right there, Ron Artest. He did make one All-Star game with the Pacers, but he also got Defensive Player of the Year. I feel like that's a pretty big moment for the Pacers right there.
I feel like that whole fight is one of the most notable moments of that NBA franchise. Okay.
Exactly.
I did a lot of extensive research for this Mount Rushmore.
Clearly.
So number one, I got Reggie Miller. I feel like that doesn't need to be debated. Everyone can agree with it. Then I also had Mel Daniels and Roger Brown. Those are two guys from like the early Pacers time when I was negative 30 years old. They won 3 titles, so it's probably pretty relevant. I also had Paul George too.
Mm-hmm.
It is recency bias, but like the Pacers Heat series, like him and LeBron dueling out, pretty iconic in terms of series. So that's gonna get it done for me. I mean, if he stayed there, he could end up being in a conversation of up there with Reggie Miller if he stayed his whole career in Indiana. So yeah, that's my Mount Rushmore.
All right. So before we get into the whole big topic, so Kyle, you brought up the idea of best basketball movie.
Yeah, and you
flipped
blew it last time.
What do you mean I blew it?
You didn't. You were like, oh man, that's a fair movie, but you didn't know the title. So
Well, it still wasn't my number one movie, so I'm fine with
that's
it.
fair. That's fair.
Yeah. So I didn't blow it, but all right. So moving best basketball documentary you've seen.
That's a good question. I'm not trying to save face right now, but I did I actually forget the title of this one, but I looked it up because I'm quick on my feet, unlike you were last episode. It's called Once Brothers. It's a pretty good one on ESPN. It's about I think it's Vlade Divac and Drazen Petrovic. They were like good friends, but then the contentions of the Yugoslav Wars pull them apart. It's kind of my thing. It's like basketball politics, both iconic players in their own right, but pretty good watch. Early ESPN movie. I recommend it.
Like that Israeli one that you tried to have us watch.
That's a good one. Oh my God. Wait, that's actually, I'm going to plug that too. That's on Vice. True college basketball fans know who Marshall Henderson is. He was a psychopath, played for Ole Miss. It's like him playing in Afghanistan. Crazy movie. Or crazy. It's like a documentary for 20 minutes. I recommend watching that too. But yeah.
Well, it's been like 5 years. I still haven't watched it.
Well,
Yeah.
that's on you actually. That's a tough look for you.
I don't know. I'm chilling not watching it.
You don't know what you're missing. I recommend it. Someone watch it and DM Instagram. Tell me what you thought about it. It's pretty good.
Okay, Kyle. All right, Dylan, would you like to go?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like Kyle right now. I actually did not see that on the notes. So off the top of my head,
Whoa.
I've watched. I saw the answers, Kyle. I'm not gonna take a while and do my research like you had to. I still know what my answer is gonna be. There's two that come to mind. Obviously, being a Celtics fan, the Celtics Lakers best of enemies one. I feel like that was just a good one, anyways, just because kind of like the history of the NBA and like the two juggernauts for NBA history. But without taking a homer pick, I'd choose Iverson. That was a sick documentary. I loved that one.
Yeah, for me, I mean, obviously, I feel like mine would be like Muse by Kobe.
Mhm.
But I think one more that was underrated was 1 Cent, the Penny Hardaway one.
Yeah.
Kyle looks like he hasn't seen that.
Wait, is that the one that is that Penny and Shaq, or is that a different one? Because there's like the magic one that ESPN.
Yeah, I think
I've
it's a
seen that
different one.
Oh, it is different. Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that
Now
one.
you have me in my own head about it.
No, I think because you would remember. There's one that's like the magic and how they
No, I know
somehow
what you're talking about, though.
they lucked into getting Penny and Shaq back-to-back years, which is
Yeah.
a little bit ridiculous. But
Like how nobody picked The Last Dance.
I feel like that transcends a documentary. That's like a whole series. When I thought documentary, I thought of like one viewing.
I still wouldn't pick it though.
I wouldn't
if
either.
you count it, yeah.
I think The Last Dance did a couple people really dirty.
Did a lot of
unnecessarily.
people
Did.
dirty.
It
Did
really
a lot
did.
of people dirty.
It disrespected Scottie Pippen, and it was like, bro, that's Scottie Pippen.
Yeah.
It was MJ just trying to flex his hero complex right there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I did it all.
I think everybody knows that Jordan's not exactly the nicest guy at this point, but he like refused to accept that. Really, I mean, they paid over a little bit him being like gambling and stuff like that, but
Yeah, exactly.
I also feels like it was kind of poorly put together. Like the timeline, you jump back and forth so much. I don't know.
I
I
didn't
feel like it
enjoy
would have
it.
made more sense to go like in a straight line instead of like going back and forth, back and forth. It was just weird.
I think the point was to like draw a juxtaposition between his career and the final season when he did most of the filming. But okay, actually, really quick tangent. You see that Netflix acquired the rights to a Kanye documentary that's like 20 years in the making?
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be really cool.
It's gonna be fire.
I saw it was
for
20
sure.
years. I saw it was 20 years in the making. How old is Kanye?
Old.
No, he's not as old as you think because his first
He's
album
old.
came when he was really young.
Oh, he's 43. Okay, so
Yeah.
I guess that does make sense.
Now for me, I count like 36 as old, so
Yeah.
I'll buy it.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Great job by Netflix.
All right, Matt.
All
So
right.
before we get into the draft, I just want to say I actually I don't know what you guys do. I'm not a peasant, so I have ESPN Plus, and it's the full.
So do I.
ESPN
Oh.
Plus, but okay.
All right, none of us are peasants. It's good. It's like the list. I flipped out a little bit because I thought I was ranking the best 25 players now, but it's based on potential, so
Yeah.
it makes a little more sense. Because I was like the disrespect to like Donovan Mitchell and Domantas Sabonis, a 2-time All-Star, was a little bit too much for me. But
I feel like the most disrespect was like he's not even a great player, but I feel like he's a lot better than some of these players. Is RJ Barrett?
yeah,
I feel like
in
he
terms
at
of
least
potential
deserved to be on the list.
especially when you look at potential. He's so young.
He's averaging
But-
like 17 points on a team that is in the playoffs right now.
Yeah.
Like having
There-
Jared Allen over him seems kind of messed up.
Well, I know this is gonna sound shocking. This is not Dylan speaking. This is Kyle speaking. They did Jaylen Brown quite dirty.
Well, I think they did Jason Tatum pretty dirty too. I was gonna bring that up as like my biggest issue. First, yeah, Jaylen Brown, I feel like should be a little bit higher, but Jason Tatum, as a guy who's been seen as the head of the Celtics, like he's been in the league for 3 years, and 2 out of those 3 years he's been in the Eastern Conference Finals, where he went toe to toe with LeBron his rookie year. But you're gonna have dudes like Donovan. Donovan Mitchell's a great player. So is Melo Ball. So is Zion. So is Luca. But when you look at NBA and like when you look at accolades at the end of people's careers, winning is a very, very big part of that. And when you got a dude that's got those kind of numbers, I feel like he should be a little bit higher than 5 on that list. Especially he's not like 24, he's 23. So
You can cover yours, Dylan, but I have no problem with Tatum at 5.
yeah, no, I think that's crazy.
But like my rationale is like if you go by potential, obviously Luca. I think Luca number 1 is like undoubtedly number 1.
Yeah.
Zion has shown so much growth in the last year that I don't hate Zion at 2 either.
I feel like the problem I have with Zion being that high is he's also only played in 57% of his
I was going to
games.
say that. He hasn't even played a whole
That's kind of a
season for
problem.
his first 2 years.
Well, I was going to say
I
about
feel like
LaMelo
that's
Ball.
not something that's going to go away.
Yeah.
Like I feel like Zion athletically, he still doesn't seem to be developing a jump shot.
Yeah.
So like, unless he gets something, I don't feel like he's going to get that much. But I feel like we're seeing like his full potential right now.
Well, this list is potential. I think it's saying best case scenario.
I feel like he doesn't have like he's not going to get the jump shot anytime soon or in the future.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Wrong.
But look at Giannis and how effective he is. He doesn't have a jump shot. So.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying like I feel like a lot of these players can be a lot more effective than him.
Yeah.
Like like Giannis is like what, a top 5 player? I think we'd all agree, but
yeah,
he's not like a 2 or 3.
Yeah, I agree.
I take KD ahead of him.
All right. So what do you guys think is the one player that got the most disrespected to each of you?
Michael Porter Jr.
Really? You think okay.
Too
That's
low.
an interesting one.
Too low.
You think he's too low? Okay.
Yes. Like this man's averaging like 16. He's had a stretch of scoring 20 points, and he's like the 3rd option.
Yeah.
And he's averaging almost like 8 rebounds a game.
I've talked about him a lot before, and I'm a big fan of him, but I really think Bam Adebayo is a little disrespected at 9. I don't think it should be a big bump, but I mean, this man was probably Jimmy Butler's probably better than him, but in terms of impact. But I think if you go in the Heat and ask people in the Heat locker room who's the best player, I bet they say Bam. And they were in the finals last year. I just think Bam at 9. Like I think he should be above Booker. I think Simmons and Fox, Bam should be above all 3 of those players. But that's just my opinion.
I think we know Dylan's answer.
Dylan's again.
Who do you think it is?
I mean, I actually think Brown at 12 is worse than Tatum at 5.
I'm a big Jaylen Brown guy. Like that's my guy. That's my favorite Celtics player. But I kind of disagree. I do think he is disrespected. Don't get me wrong. But I think Tatum's a little bit more disrespected. I think Brown, since it is based on potential, he did have a slow start to his career because he wasn't starting. He wasn't getting as many minutes. And he's also 24. So he's like barely on the list. Like he won't be on this list next year by the time it comes out. But I don't know. Tatum at 5 just baffles me. Like I said before, I do think he should be top 3. I can see if you want to put Luka above him. Zion, I don't know. Dude hasn't even, like Matt said, he hasn't even played 60 games yet. There's been a lot of injuries there. Yeah, he's putting up good numbers, but he's not doing it on a winning team. Like he's not impacting winning. And I mean, I don't know. Let's be honest. Look at who Zion has on his team. He's got Brandon Ingram. He's got Lonzo Ball. He had JJ Redick. Jason Tatum's rookie year when he went to the Eastern Conference Finals, who was on his team with him? Like he had Jaylen Brown, but Kyrie wasn't playing. Gordon Hayward wasn't playing. Scary Terry was there. To Al Horford, decent, but like Brandon Ingram, and I feel like Lonzo, I don't know. Scary Terry might have been better than Lonzo Ball at that point, but you get what I'm saying. Like Tatum impacted winning a little bit more on his team, so I feel like he deserves a little bit more respect for that.
Good segue, Dylan. Are we gonna do our 25 under draft?
Yeah, I'm down. Are we doing it like we say first pick and we all give our first pick and then go down, or what did we decide on?
I don't know. No one ever told me the order. We can just go reverse from our normal draft.
I think we go. Who gets the first pick?
Then it'd be you, Kyle.
Oh my God, let's go.
You got the last pick last time.
Let's go.
Oh, so we're just making a team?
I think so.
Okay,
team's the plan.
Yeah.
I mean, I said it. We talked about it before. I think number 1, there's no question who's number 1. It's got to be Luka. So with the first pick, taking Luka Doncic.
All right.
Are you writing him down, Matt?
Yeah, I'll write them down.
Okay, word. I'll keep track of my own team.
All right, Dylan, you are next.
Is this an actual starting lineup or actual team, or just see who we can get?
I'm gonna build a team, so I
Yeah,
don't know what
I'm
you
gonna
guys are
do
gonna do. And
Okay.
we're going for potential too. Like this is a
Yeah.
team for the future. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm taking Tatum.
Well, shocking.
All right. I don't think so. Third, I'm gonna take Devin Booker.
Yeah. Okay.
So, that means I go next, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
This is a tough one. You know what? I'm gonna go with LaMelo Ball.
I was thinking about taking him if you didn't.
Yeah, I had a feeling. I was like, I don't think he'll be there when I get back.
I'm gonna take Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, that's who I was gonna take. I was really hoping I get a Luka Mitchell backcourt. That'd be pretty. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good one. I mean, this guy's still on the board. I don't know if you guys just forgot about him, but I'm gonna get the number 1 and number 2 players in the ESPN list. I'm gonna take Zion.
Did not forget about him.
Yeah, I was hoping he'd slip back to me.
Okay, I was
I
like,
didn't think he would.
well, yeah, I'm gonna have to get my guy. I've stood up for him earlier today, so I'm gonna get Bam too. So that's a lot of power down low.
That's what I was afraid of.
It's a lot of power down low.
Yeah.
Now it's back to DP.
Mm-hmm.
This is tough. I think I'm just gonna be a homer. I'm gonna go with Jaylen Brown.
Oh my god.
I was gonna take him.
Yeah, I was thinking about waiting to see if I could get him with the next pick, but I don't want to risk it.
Yeah, you were not getting him with that next pick.
Yeah.
All right. I could use some more scoring always. Actually, I think I'm gonna go with Michael Porter,
I like it.
and then as my next pick to counteract Kyle's Bam, I'm gonna take DeAndre Ayton.
That's smart.
There's one guy who I am stunned was not picked there.
Is his name Ben Simmons?
Yep.
Well, I figure Melo needs the ball in his hands. I can't have 2 ball dominant players.
I think that's actually who I'm going to take, Ben Simmons.
You're gonna take Simmons? Yeah.
My team is disgusting defensively right now.
Yeah.
I gotta walk around. I was gonna take Simmons. If I had Simmons, Zion, and Bam, that's a pretty ridiculous lineup, which is a little unfortunate. Yeah, there's some good players left on the board for sure. I want a bit of a veteran guard here, so I'm gonna go with Jamal Murray.
Wow.
Oh, there goes my pick.
And then, oh man, I'm gonna have a small forward. It'd be nice if Michael Porter was there, but
yeah,
he's not. So I'm between 2 players. Yeah, this is tough. Shoot. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna take my starting small forward. I'm gonna go to the bench, get a nice option. I'm gonna go with De'Aaron Fox.
I'm in awe. I am in awe right now, Kyle.
wow.
Why?
You're like, oh, I need a small forward. I wish Michael Porter Jr. was there. Brandon Ingram's still on the board.
I saw Brandon Ingram was there, but
Yeah, I was surprised.
I'm not a Brandon Ingram guy. So
in my opinion, he's a much better player.
Kyle.
What's that?
He's a Duke guy. You didn't even take him?
No, but like De'Aaron Fox is just like I feel like I can get a small forward on my next round of picks. There's some guys there I can get, but De'Aaron Fox is too good to pass up coming off the bench. So actually, I'd probably play Jamal Murray off the bench if this was the.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Brandon Ingram.
Yeah.
That seems like a good move.
Very solid move. This is tough. Let's see. I was clowned for taking him in our first draft. I think I'm going to take him again. Mikal Bridges.
I literally knew you were going to do that too. I was going to, yeah.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah. Is this your last? Oh, you go back around one more time.
Yeah, let's see. I need one more. Let's see. I got Devin Booker, Melo, I need a power forward. I need some size. Well, yeah, actually, you know what? I'm gonna take this player because I know how much Kyle likes to hype him up. I'm gonna take Tyrese Halliburton.
Oh, wow. There's a couple players that I'm a little shocked how I've been picked.
Yeah, there's a couple. Actually,
One,
I
one
would
in
like to
particular.
redo that pick, but it's too late now.
No, it's way too late
Yeah,
now.
it's too late.
Yep. You
I
did.
just saw the name I wanted.
His family's already getting pictures with him in his draft hat. So
Maybe I can make a draft day trade after.
maybe you can make a trade. I was actually thinking I could use a trade right now with one of you guys, but it's fine.
Well, back to Dylan.
I'm gonna play it strategically, and I'm gonna go John Morant.
Why is that playing it strategically?
You'll see why, Kyle.
I don't know. I'm confused by that strategic. All right. Well, my team still doesn't really have a small forward. We just might not. Zion might play the small forward. I think that's the direction we're going in.
I'm gonna play the small forward.
Wow. I can't believe I'm about to pick. No, I'm not going to do it. I might do it. Well, this guy slid too far. Pretty good player. So I'm taking Shy.
Smart.
He slid too far.
It's better.
And I have one more pick. And to be honest with you, I don't want to take this guy. I really don't. I don't think he's that good. But
Don't do it, Kyle.
he has forced.
Don't do it.
You have forced my. I can't do it. I need a big guy. I have two bigs. No wait.
Kyle, your guy's still there.
Okay. Here's who my gut. My gut is telling me. Is saying Kyle, take Demontis Sabonis. My gut is also telling me Trae Young has fallen well too far into this draft and he's a decent player. But I'm taking Demontis Sabonis.
That's the strategic part, Kyle. Right there. Boom. I'm taking Trae Young. I knew that would work. Would you have taken John Morant if he was still there or no?
Yeah, but
So yes, perfect execution. That's the years and years of fantasy draft right there.
I don't think you changed my picks. I think I was going to take Shy and Sabonis regardless.
No, I knew you weren't going to take Trae, but you might have taken Ja. So I took Ja, knowing that I'd have Trae for the next pick.
I mean, that's wait. Why do you need both of them? So you have.
My starting lineup's huge, so like I don't really have a center.
You don't have it. Yeah, you don't have a. Who's getting your rebounds?
Well, Mr. Ben Simmons can guard 1 through 5. That's what Matt always tells us. And I got Tatum, Mitchell, Brown, Ingram, Simmons, and then I just got scorers off the bench with John Morant, who can pretty much do anything, and Trae Young, who's just a pure scorer.
We can roll back the tape when you said Ben Simmons couldn't guard 1 through 5.
No. I said Matt told us that.
Yeah, but I'm saying let's roll back the tape of when you argued with Matt about that.
Yeah, no, I was arguing my pick of Ben Simmons, but I'm still not in full agreement that he can guard 1 through 5 as efficiently as most people think.
Well, he did a great job guarding Tatum the other night.
Yeah, and Tatum also just for some reason sucks in some of these games recently, especially in the first quarter. But
all right, well, with my last pick, I'm gonna need some scoring off. I'm gonna go with Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, I actually thought about him a little bit too. Yeah. If I'm being honest, it's pretty. I just want to say my team is bodying both your teams. I'm not sure if they win, but when it comes to rebounding, you're getting bodied by my team.
There's no rebounds for my team because everybody's a scorer.
DeAndre Ayton will do a solid job rebounding for me.
Yeah, I have Sabonis, Bam, and Zion. That's pretty big.
I mean, my point guard's almost like 6'7". Michael Porter's 6'11".
Is Michael Porter really 6'11"?
No, he's like 6'10", 6'9".
Oh my god, I was like gonna say.
No, yeah,
he's like 6'10", Kyle, by the way, so whatever.
What, huh?
Tatum and Ben Simmons, I'm pretty sure, are both 6'10". Brown's like 6'7". Mitchell's 6'7". Brandon Ingram's like 6'10". So that's three 6'10" dudes.
It's not about the stat sheet. It's about the heart, and you can't measure the heart of Bam and Sabonis and Zion. So, especially when they're excited to be on Team Kyle. I spoke with their agents, and they're pretty excited.
Well, Kyle, is there any last-minute trades you want to make?
I was actually thinking of making a trade with Dylan for Jaylen Brown, but I don't want to do that anymore. So, because Dylan would ask too high a price.
Well, just for shits and giggles, what were you going to offer me?
Let's see. I'd probably do a package deal. I'd give you Jamal Murray and Shy for Jaylen Brown and John Morant.
No, I would not.
Okay.
No.
Hell no.
Just a straight up no.
Look, I said I didn't want to do a trade anymore, so that was just me trying to force my hand. I was like, man, I could use a small forward, but Zion's playing the 3, so.
Yep.
Do we want to read
player.
off the teams?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out my lineup now.
Word.
I definitely have the most combined All-Stars, I feel like, on my team.
Probably.
I also picked more veterans. I didn't pick a ton of young guys. Like, Matt has the most young guys for sure. He's got 3 rookies.
Yeah,
so.
I got 3 rookies. You know,
I don't even have 1 second year. Oh, no. Zion's my only
I'd like
second
to-
year player.
I probably also have the best player on the list.
I don't know if that's true.
Uh,
I have Luca, so it's going to be a
I'm
tough
taking
argument
Devin
against
Booker.
Luka. You're
Taking
Devin
Jason
Booker.
Tatum.
Oh, my God.
I will
on a
take Devin
podcast.
Booker.
I watched the Leafs basketball, and I'm still the majority of reason on this podcast. This is
Well, basketball is both sides of the ball, defense and offense.
yeah. That's why I got stoppers. Like you know as well as I do how Bam's a rim protector.
Very funny.
He's gonna
That's true.
stuff Tatum's shot. I don't know if you're prepared for that, Dylan.
Yeah, I think. I'm just chilling.
Dylan's team just chilling.
Just chilling.
Yep.
That's fair.
Mine is team championship. So
Is it?
Yikes.
for sure. Very
Uh,
confident.
what is your starting lineup?
My starting
Yeah.
lineup. I'm gonna probably go with. I think I'm gonna have De'Aaron Fox as the 1,
All right.
and then I'm gonna have Luka as the 2.
Obviously.
Zion as the 3. Bam as the Bam and Sabonis as the 4 or 5 interchangeable. Doesn't really matter there.
Probably have Bam at the 5.
Yeah.
And then what? Shane.
And then I got Jamal Murray off the bench scoring and Shai's 7th.
All right. Dylan. Oh my God.
Stop.
Why would I knew he'd buy those?
Stop.
Actually, my roommate got them for me as a gift. For those who can't see, it is the Jason Tatum sponsored Ruffles. Very good. Would recommend.
Just
My
You
starting
guys-
lineup.
Sorry. You go.
My starting lineup: Ben Simmons, point guard; Jaylen Brown, shooting guard. Maybe actually Donovan Mitchell, shooting guard. Jaylen Brown, 3. Tatum and Ingram can just play the 4/5 depending on who the other team's big man is. And then off the bench, I got John Morant and Trae Young. Are you sure you have more All Stars than me, Kyle?
Yeah, actually.
I feel like I
I
do.
think Kyle does.
I feel like I do.
You have Sabonis has what, 2?
Sabonis is 2.
Zion
Shai, I
has
don't think has
1.
any. I don't think Fox has any. Doesn't Murray have 1?
No.
Okay, well Luka has 2. Zion has 1.
So you have a
Okay.
combined. You have 5.
What do you
I have
That's
Tatum
true.
with 2. Mitchell has 2, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So that's 4. Brown 5. Simmons has either 2 or 3.
I think
All right.
it's 3.
Matt, you read yours because you're definitely not
That's
right with mine.
8. Brandon Ingram. I don't think Brandon Ingram has 1. So I have 8.
Ingram was last year.
Oh, so 9. I have 9. Good luck, Kyle.
Well, I'm at 6 right now.
Yeah, I don't think mine has a total of 1.
Damn.
Least amount of All Stars.
Wait, how is Jamal Murray not made an All-Star game? That's a little bit ridiculous.
And your 1 has an asterisk because it's Devin Booker.
I think Devin Booker deserved it anyway.
No, I agree, but he was a reserve.
To be fair, you could say he was 2-time All-Star then, but
Yeah,
we'll combine it just to say a solid 1.
that's fair.
I think DP does beat me, but I have at least 6. I'm just double checking.
I'm pretty sure you have 5.
I don't, Matt. Because Sabonis has 2, Luka has 2, and then I have
Zion
1
has
from Zion and 1 from Bam.
Oh shit! I overlooked Bam.
You did overlook. Don't overlook Bam ever again. Mm-mm.
Was Bam an All-Star last year?
No, he was last year, yeah.
Hmm.
Which makes no sense because he's improved this year, but that's fine.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I mean,
Go to the East.
yeah, East has become pretty stacked.
Yep.
I don't know. I like my team.
Yours is not a win. I think the championship for the first year in this league would be me and Dylan for sure. Not to disrespect you, Matt, but you got a lot of rookies.
Oh, great idea. You know what I'm going to do? From now on, when we do drafts like this, I'm going to download 2K. I'm going to put these teams together and sim through the season.
We can put that on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt's team's getting shelled for the first season.
Wow.
Looking nice. I don't know what you're
So
talking about.
year 2, year 3, maybe, but this year you're getting shelled. That's for
Well,
sure.
This year, yeah, but like next 2-3 years, the team's gonna be great.
I mean, I guess that's fair, but I'm gonna win now mode.
I'm gonna make an executive. Also, off waivers, I'm gonna claim Lonzo Ball.
And Leandro.
Yep. Merge the family.
Chips are kind of hot.
It's wild. Are you gonna what? Lonzo's actually eligible. You decide you're gonna claim Lonzo too.
Lonzo and Jello.
Nice. You should have drafted Lonzo over Anthony Edwards.
Yeah,
I
but
think we
need
all
to
had space for one more pick.
Matt, you want to extend the draft so you can get Lonzo?
I feel like if I really would make the next pick, I'm probably taking John Collins.
Fuck, that's what I would have picked because I need a big.
Yeah.
I need a small forward, so I don't know who I even take. Man, who's there?
I would take Jared Allen, actually.
Yeah.
That'd be my big off the bench.
I'd probably take RJ Barrett.
That's fair.
Not on the list, Kyle.
What do you mean?
Is he not on the list? I'm pretty sure
Just because he's not on the top 25 doesn't mean I can't
Doesn't
take
mean-
him.
It does not change his age, Dylan.
Yeah, but he's not on the list.
What do you mean?
Under 25.
He's not on the list.
What do you mean? No, he doesn't have to be on the list.
I thought we were just drafting based on the list.
No, we're drafting based on the top. It just happened that all of our players were on the list because
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil it for you, but we're drafting the best players under 25, and that was a list of best players under 25.
There's a lot of loopholes that could be taken then.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Just players that are under 25 like aren't even in the league yet, like what you did on the last draft.
I thought about taking Cade
Yes.
Cunningham. I could have done that, but I didn't do it.
I like
I'd take Bronny.
My waiver claim still stands for Lonzo Ball. Changes nothing. I get the BBVs.
Matt, you I assume you watched the Celtics Sixers game.
I did. It was a great game. Enjoyed it.
I'd like to say this publicly on the podcast. If the Celtics finish as the bottom 3 seed, I would like to play the Sixers the most in the first round of the playoffs.
Bring it.
I stand by that.
DP's wild.
It was a tough game for the Celtics, but we didn't have Evan Fournier, who's really our third best scorer because Kemba's kind of inconsistent, and then Tristan Thompson, who'd probably beat Joel Embiid the most of the game.
Okay, well, first of all, Tristan Thompson can't guard Joel Embiid. That would change absolutely nothing.
He'd be guarding Joel Embiid, and we don't need to fully stop Embiid. All we have to do is slow him down and then let the rest of the Sixers try to beat us. And let's be honest, Joel Embiid's not shooting 20 free throws in a playoff game.
I don't know about that.
I do.
This man's attacking everybody.
It's higher quality refs in playoff games, and the games are more physical.
People thrive. Plus, we didn't have our full team either, Dylan.
Who are you missing?
Grant Hill. No,
Stop.
George Hill. My bad.
Exactly.
Different player. But still a very important piece.
No, I agree. George Hill is a good player, but I think Evan Fournier
As you
is
saw,
definitely
our
better than
bench
George
kind
Hill.
of stalls out.
Yep.
They don't really have anyone to run it.
Well, we just get screwed over when we don't have another scorer with Tatum and Brown because I'm not sure if it happened as much in the Sixers game, but if you watch the Celtics-Knicks game, Tatum literally gets triple teamed and so does Brown. So it's like if nobody else can be able to put the ball in the basket, we're screwed. That's why Fournier is such a big piece.
I think the great thing of that game is the Celtics do the best job of guarding Embiid. And as we saw, it's a very different story nowadays.
We'll be fine. We're just chilling.
No.
Yeah. If they play in the first round of the playoffs, I'll make a bet with you. We'll make some sort of bet about who wins.
I just like to point out here that shout out Mavericks for winning 5 games in a row. But how do you lose to the Rockets like after that 5-game win streak? How does that happen?
Play?
No, they lost by 9, but John Wall dropped 31. So
Yeah, like I said, John Wall, underrated season.
yeah, I guess
Along
so.
with my boy Kevin Porter.
Oh, by the way, I was previously wrong about how the play-in tournament works. I just heard it on TV the other day. So it'd go the 7 and the 8 seed play each other in a 1-game series. Winner of that game plays the loser of that game plays the winner of the 9-10 game. So if you're 7-8, if you win, you become the 7th seed, and the loser plays the 9-10 winner, who becomes the 8th seed.
That is so dumb.
So basically, if you're 7-8, it's a double elimination. You have to lose 2 games to get kicked out. If you're 9-10, it's single elimination.
They need to get rid of that.
Why do they make it so complicated?
Yeah. Well, it's not as complicated. Maybe I just did a poor job of explaining it.
It's unnecessary.
No, I understand what you're saying, but it's so dumb.
I kind of like it.
I don't.
It gives teams more incentive to not tank.
Yeah, but here's your reward: is you get to play the Brooklyn Nets or the 76ers or the Bucks.
Well, unless you're talking about the West, then I mean, you could play the Phoenix Suns, who haven't made the playoffs in
the West
20 years.
It's a bit more balanced.
Honestly, I feel like I don't trust the top of the West as much because the Suns are young, other than Chris Paul, and I don't know. I feel like the Jazz are just a better version of that old Atlanta Hawks team.
If you look at teams that are locked in the playoffs, so 1 through 6, your top 3 in the West, I'll break it up. You guys tell me which ones you'd rather play. Your top 3 is the Jazz, the Suns, and the Clippers. Your bottom 3 is the Nuggets, the Lakers, and the Blazers. I think I'd much rather play those top 3 than those bottom 3.
Yeah. No one's talking about them. The Nuggets are scary.
Yeah.
X factor for the playoffs, COVID, because I feel like a home field advantage, and if there's more fans involved, be a big advantage for those teams like the Suns and the Jazz.
They were talking about it during one of the games I was watching. It's like, what are they going to do if idiotic states like Texas and Florida have full occupancy and other teams just might have like 2,500 fans?
Yeah,
like, how's that fair if a team has an entire full court advantage?
I'm saying go back to a bubble.
Yeah. If they did do a bubble, this is probably the last year of it because I think it's probably mostly cleared up next year.
Hopefully. Oh, my goodness.
I would very much hope so.
Yeah.
Well, I'd also like to give a quick shout out to Mo Bamba. He scored a career high 19 points.
Wow.
Finally doing something.
Hey, he's a defensive player.
On a very depleted team.
Defensive player.
Yeah, but he barely plays anyway.
Do not disrespect a defensive player, Matt.
I'm not disrespecting. I'm disrespecting the fact he does not play. Until the Magic had to completely gut their team.
I know we only have 2 minutes, and this is a very loaded topic, but did you guys see what Draymond Green said about WNBA players and women athletes?
Oh,
I actually didn't see this, but
he basically said it's their own fault they're not making as much money, and then a bunch of other stuff, but that was the gist of it.
It was a bad take. Bad take.
Tough look. Like, I get the argument that the NBA brings in more income than the WNBA, but that's definitely not the way to phrase it if you're Draymond Green.
Like, maybe I get what he's saying, but at the same time, he definitely did not phrase it correctly, and he's definitely not smart enough about this.
Yeah.
Whole thing to talk about it.
I actually watched the women's NCAA Final Four, so shout out me.
Did you?
Pretty entertaining. Yeah.
Good job, Kyle.
Thank you.
I feel like the last shot of the championship game was pretty trash.
Oh my God.
That was so bad.
Can we just talk about the fact that she could have passed it for a wide open layup?
Or a wide open 3. One or the other.
No. So I thought it was a 3-2, but I watched the replay. She was like cutting in for a wide open layup, and she just didn't
there was
pass
2.
It. Yeah.
There was one under the hoop, and then there was one for 3.
Oh my! It was wild. It was
like she took the dumbest shot possible.
Dylan, think like you're just imagine in your head you're double team at top of the key, and you have someone cutting the basket wide open, someone in the corner 3 wide open. You pass in either room, and you shoot a triple team 3.
Turning
Mamba mentality.
Shocking. No, it was a terrible shot.
Yeah.
No shout outs to her. She was terrible. That was a terrible shot.
Good podcast.
Good podcast.
That's how we end this.
Yep. See you, boys.
Later.